Good morning and happy Monday. Today is October the 21st, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm going to turn you around to show you everything that I brought in from home, and then I'll tell you what's on the docket for today. Okay, I bought in a printer that I'm not going to use, so I'm giving it to my coworker. It's from my tutoring company because I have a better printer there. I reprinted my anchor charts. I made them different. So if you look, now catered to second grade and third grade, and I have one for fourth grade and fifth grade. That's from the reading coach. So those are 13 anchor charts that I got printed at Office Depot. Back here, this is what we teach every week. My anchor charts do not stay up all the time. They change what I'm teaching. I put the race strategy right here. It can be applied to math and reading, so that's why it's there, because I needed the board for something else. For this unit in math, we are doing patterns and we're doing odd and even, so I printed these anchor charts. I did not laminate them because I have no intention of staying in third grade again, so I don't want to waste money on laminating them. And then of course we're doing figurative language. None of these I made none of this stuff. I got it, I took the PDF, I blew it up, I sent it to Office Depot. I had it printed and laminated. These were just printed. That was printed and laminated because my school doesn't have a laminator. Okay, let me tell you. So today we are having instructional rounds. Instructional rounds is when administrators either from your school or other schools come to watch you teach. They come look at your classroom. They come look at your kids' journals to see what you are doing, and that is happening today. I do not tell my kids in advance that these people are coming. I know they're coming. I do not put on a horse and pony show. I do not warn my kids because I want you to see what I am going through. I am not like other people that I want them to think my classroom is perfect. If, for instance, if I am struggling with classroom management, I need you to see how bad these kids is. Or if I am teaching a concept and I am providing explicit instructions and they still are not following directions, I need you to see that. My data, remember, is on the, when you come in, you see it. So red means we are failing as a class. Yellow means that we are almost to proficiency, and green means that we are proficient. We have not been read. You need to see that. Also on my kids, when they go over there to look at their DI journals, there are comments in their journals. I do write in their journals. I do give feedback. I do not, if I am checking a child's journal and I have one goal in mind, if I'm checking it, I'm only looking for punctuation that day. I'm only looking for spelling that day. I am not going to tear apart a child's journal entry because that is going to discourage them and they're not going to want to write. I think administration knows that about me. If not, they'll find out today. But they cannot interrupt me. They cannot ask me any questions. I just go about my day teaching. I have already did my slides. Remember, my printer is broken, but my new one comes this week, so I had to bring a bunch of stuff. It's not in color, but it is what it is that I needed to print. So I am here. I had to come in early today because I needed to print and go run copies. Right now it is 8:04. And I have to pick my kids up in 16 minutes. Oh shoot, I need to hurry up and start printing. So I'll check in with you at dismissal and tell you what happened during my instructional rounds. Good morning and happy Thursday. Today is October the 24th and I haven't talked to you in a while. I don't know what happened while I wasn't vlogging, but yesterday I didn't vlog in the morning because they was here fixing my bathroom finally. And then I had no PE. PE was canceled, so I took my kids out to play. And then we had a faculty meeting that I didn't go to. I don't do nothing I don't want to do. We already had we supposed to have 2 a month by contract, and this would have been the 3rd one. I'm not going. So I stayed in my room and scrubbed stains out of my carpet and was writing in my planner. I'm trying to think of what else happened. I taught patterns in math. They couldn't get it. I taught odd and even. They couldn't get it. Today is review day. Tomorrow is test. So today I have to do the best I can to get them to get it before the test tomorrow. They have been doing science notes. Boot camp has been working. I haven't had to redirect anybody. I don't know if I said this before, but I am going to upload it. I'll edit it out in case I don't. I upload or front load 100 points in Class Dojo. So every time they do something, because you know, you do your report cards, you forget how this child act and you give them a B or A in conduct. And then you be like, oh my God, why'd I get this kid this? Now I know. So every time you are off task, every time you are talking in a line, every time you are unkind to somebody else, or you don't turn in your homework, I take 1 point. So you start with 100, you drop down to 90, you still have an A. You drop down to 80 something, you're a B, 60 something, D, stuff like that. So I have accurate information of why your child is receiving the grade that they received. I still have hundreds, and I think the lowest I have is a 95, and that's my student that talks all the time. But lately they've been roasting each other, little third grade stuff. I did have a conversation with my principal because I had an epiphany. I am not good with lower performing children. And it's not that I can't teach them. I am not my happy self, which I can't do project-based learning with them because they don't get it. You can't have good conversations with them because they aren't capable of doing it. Their vocabulary is limited. It's hard to push them. Typically with higher performing children, you have supportive parents. And I had to redo my book reports. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like before this bell rings. I had to redo the book reports to simplify it, to make it as easy as possible, because they're not turning in book reports. And I thought it was simple, but what I think, you know what I'm saying, is not for everybody. So let me show you what I printed, because I got a new printer. I printed and brought to school. Okay, I printed the dividers for math because I am going to focus on journals to see if they can get it. I used my journals real heavily last year and I was at 100% proficiency. So maybe this will be the link that is missing or the disconnect that they're not getting it. I have to train them to do the journal how I want them to do the journal so that way they can understand it. I printed journal entries for next week. We're doing poetry and we're talking about figurative language, specifically personifications and metaphors. And this is the elements of poetry. I did make this. This is what they have. Will be in their journal. This is the reading journal. This is the math journal. Okay, so the book report. I redid the book report. So if you notice, for each section of the book report, I put exactly what I am asking for. So I did that. This is page 1. The second page, I talked about the theme, what a theme is, a summary, how to write a summary, and then you do a little book review. To help you out, because I didn't stop there, I took anchor charts and I snipped them. And this is going to be part of it. This tells you what point of view is. This tells you what a character is. Then part of the book report asks for character traits. Bam. These are what character traits is. This is a character trait word bank. Then I didn't stop there. I went on because I asked you about a setting and what a plot is. And this has helped you do it. Then I kept on going. And I told you because it asked you what the theme is. And then I asked you, this shows you how to summarize. This takes a lot of work. And this is not, mind you, I am doing my reading endorsement. So I have stuff that I have to do at home. So me going to, say, a faculty meeting, that was pointless. I have stuff to do. So remember, I even told my principal knows that I am in the era of I am not doing anything that I don't want to do. Speaking of principals, I had a conversation with her and I told her exactly what I wanted. I told her the 3 grade levels I wanted, well, I'm just gonna go down. I'm gonna put what order I want. If I want 2nd grade, I want 2nd grade gifted, and I specified the room that I need to be in because you know I'm weird. It's all about the rooms. And then I told her first grade, no matter what room I was in, that I needed the high-performing kindergartners. And then she was like, well, we have no gifted first graders. I said, you would have had gifted first graders if your kindergarten teacher would have turned in the paperwork that I gave them last year. Remember, I'm the gifted liaison. So I already handpicked the kids who needs to be tested for gifted, and they didn't do the work. And then I told her I would do kindergarten, but I need to be in the first grade wing because I hate the kindergarten rooms. So that's what I told her. And she was like, go visit kindergarten because I don't think you're going to like it. And I was like, you know what? And I said, if I hate anything, if you put me in kindergarten, I hate it. I'm gonna keep looping with them. If I end up in third, that's where the Lord wants me to be. Today in math, my kids are doing a review. Oh, I'm gonna insert footage. I forgot. So one of the days we did task cards on hyperboles. So what I did was tape them around the school, and then I would say next I'll put in video footage so you can see. I did not put their, so you see their little feet moving when I say next. So here's that footage. Next. 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 So my principal was recording us and taking pictures because I try to do as much movement as possible. We have been outside reading Junie B. Jones. That book is so juicy. It is so juicy, and I just can't wait to read it with lower group of kids. I ordered, if I get a Donut Shoes, I ordered the whole series because she is so sassy. She is like a mini me. So I ordered that. What else we did? I'm trying to think of fun things that we did besides reading. Oh, we did a quiz on, because they kept asking. So I created a quiz on Junie B. Jones, even though it's a second grade book. The questions are geared to third grade standards. They did pretty well. It was open book. The chapters are short. It's an easy read. We do jump in reading. I read a page, they read a page, every person reads the page. And in case you couldn't get it, you had plenty of time to go back and read the 3 chapters yourself to answer the questions. That is it. That's the only thing I could think of that happened. Today is a review. Tomorrow is a heavy testing day. Tomorrow they're testing in spelling, reading, math, and science. They're tested. They have an option of doing their science test today because I'm going to release it to them. They could do it if they finish their science notes. I am allowing them to use their notes. If you take good notes, you can pass the test. So today they're going to realize if I don't take good notes, it's harder to do this test. I taught third grade for 8 years. It's the same science curriculum. I know what's on the test. That's why I know how to highlight the notes in order to make them successful. For math, they're working in a review. Each group can work together, and then I will go over the review to clear up any misconceptions for their test tomorrow. And that is it. Oh, my kid who was sick all last week came back on Monday, and she got all our Goodwill Soon cards. Tomorrow is a pink party. Do I have anything? I have a lot of pink, but I think I'm supposed to wear all pink. I don't have pink pants, so we'll figure it out. Tomorrow is the pink party for breast cancer awareness. This week is Red Ribbon Week, so we talked about drugs. Well, I didn't talk about drugs because they asked me what was drugs. And I didn't know what to say, so I said, ask your parents. And then I heard my principal explain to a parent that they needed to stop smoking because I guess the kid kept complaining to them about drugs. So I was like, oh, I don't want to open those can of worms. And then that's it. Next week is Spirit Week for United Way funding. And then I'm not wearing a Halloween costume. Halloween costumes are so expensive. I wanted to be the Queen of Hearts. That costume is $189. I got a whole vacation I need to pay for. So I am not buying a costume. I'm going to wear some t-shirts. But I will check in with you later. Have a great day.